Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anaki Johannes. I'm a project manager / coach / trainer. On this channel, I talk strictly about project management. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you are returning, welcome back. I appreciate your support. And today we are going to learn something new. So today we are going to discuss about the 5 myths about project management, or the 5 misconceptions about project management. So myth number 1, anyone can manage projects. This is not true, guys. Not anyone can manage projects. Why I'm saying this is because project management is a profession or a discipline on its own that has project management knowledge, skills. It requires individuals to understand the different project management tools and techniques when they are managing projects. There's professionals or practitioners are able to identify the kind of methodologies they're going to use on their projects. They're able to understand, they're able to tailor project management processes, tools, and techniques to specific projects. Project professionals have an understanding of different project approaches that they can apply on their projects. For example, they can decide if they're going to use agile on this project, or they're going to use predictive, hybrid, etc. They know, like, if they are within a project phase, be it initiation, planning, execution, they know what kind of tools they need to use. For example, if you are within the initiation phase, project professionals know that they need to have a project charter. They know how to come up with a project charter. They know what kind of techniques they need to use in order to invite various stakeholders for them to come up with the project charter, for example. And even when they are doing their project planning, they know that with project plans, you don't do them alone. You need to do it with your project team. You need to use these different kind of techniques so that the project scope is agreed upon by everyone. They're able to come up with a schedule that is realistic. They're able to come up with a budget that is also realistic. So if you don't have this kind of knowledge, or this kind of you don't know this kind of tools and techniques, it's going to be difficult for you to implement or to manage a project that is going to meet the intended objectives. Thus, you need to have project management background. At least you should have project management experience for you to manage projects. So what do you do to get this? You should either do a project management course, be it at a graduate level. For those that are already managing projects, you might as well get your project management certification, because it credits your knowledge in project management. So, all right, myth number 2. You need to be a technical person for you to be a project manager, or project managers are technical people. This is not true. Why? Because project managers are individuals that understand project management methodologies, processes, tools, and techniques. These are individuals that can tailor project knowledge on any project. So you don't need to be a technical person for you to occupy a project manager position. For example, you can come from a different industry and still become and still lead a project that is in an industry where you have never worked before. Let's say, for example, you can come from IT and still come and work on a project that is within health, that is within construction, for example. You don't necessarily need to be a technical person. This is the reason why in project management there is what is called expert judgment. A project manager does not work in isolation. You are required to use various techniques. You are able to use various techniques. For example, inviting different experts. These are now specialists or technical people in this specific industry, so that they can provide guidance and support to you. All what you need to know is how to drive the project. You need to know the project management processes. You need to know how to ensure that the project is going to meet the requirements or the scope, etc. You need to have eyes on the budget. You need to have eyes on the scope. or schedule. You need to be able to manage individuals or manage your team. These are the skills that you need to have, but you don't need to be a technical person per se for you to be a project manager. However, if you're working in an environment where you've never worked before, it's always good for you to familiarize yourself with the environment in which you are operating, so that you are also able to contribute to the project. Organizations are expected to have what is called a project management office. The reason why organizations should have a PMO is for them to provide support to the project manager. Now they're going to provide support through either sharing the organization policies, the procedures, the templates that were used in the past, so that the project manager will just adopt all this to the current project, regardless of the previous experience they are bringing on board. To give you a practical example, I've worked on projects that are within governance, okay? But I was able to manage a project that is within health without having a health background. I had to understand the environment in which I was working, and I was provided with enormous support from the stakeholders that I was working with, and also the organization in which I was working. The project sponsor provided support to me. For me, all I needed to do was to plan the project, manage the team, ensure that we're delivering according to scope, etc. So you don't need to be a technical person. Myth number 3, documentation is not necessary. But this is not right. Documentation is vital. Documentation, especially at the start of the project, is vital, because this is now where you document your project charter. This is where you document the project scope statement, so that when things don't go according to plan during execution, you can always go back to your documents that you have documented earlier. This is like your reference guide. For example, in an event where you are recommended to add new activities to the project scope that you've agreed upon, you can always go back to your project plan, pull out your project scope statement, and present it to your project sponsor and tell them that this is what we've agreed at the start. This is what we've agreed at the start of the project, and if we have to incorporate the activities that you're recommending, it's going to affect the scope in this way, it's going to affect the schedule in this way, it's going to affect the budget in this way. Thus, you ask them, are you ready for this? After you have performed the impact of these new activities on the entire project. An event where you did not baseline your project scope, your budget, or your schedule, it's going to be difficult to now convince your project sponsor who is asking you to add new stuff on the project scope, because you can't really prove the impact that the new changes are going to have comparing to the baseline that you had at the start. And also, documentation is vital to help with lessons learned. When you're implementing your project, you will encounter issues on the project. You will encounter, for example, you will encounter issues, you will encounter best practices. This kind of content you need, or this kind of data, you need to document it so that it can be used in the future projects. And even in events where you're not present as a project manager or as a project lead, at least your team can go back to those documents and follow and start where you ended. So documentation is vital. You need to document. I know it's a lot of work, but the good thing is that to make it easier, you can always use project templates. And the templates, they just kind of make it very easy for you, because all what you need to do is to fill in the data. But the outline of the documents, or the structure of the document, is already provided or is already structured for you. So please document and document. Myth number 4 is a halo effect. The halo effect is seeing individuals that are performing good, seeing individuals that are performing good in their positions, and thinking that you can make them project managers because they are good at what they do. For example, this specific individual has a role of an accountant. or maybe a logistic procurement, or maybe a procurement officer. Now you feel like the fact that they are performing in their role, you're going to make them the project manager. You're going to just promote them to become a project manager. This is a problem on its own, because it does not mean that if this person is good within this specific role, then automatically they're going to become good also. Then automatically they're going to be good project managers or efficient project managers. It doesn't work like that. Project managers require certain traits. You need to have leadership skills, for example. What is this individual person that is good? Maybe they don't have leadership skills, or maybe they don't like working like in big groups, and now you want to make them a project manager. For you to automate it is actually not a good thing to do. But what you can do, you can advise them that we would like to make you a project manager maybe after this period of time. Are you interested? If they are interested, then they need to go through the whole project management journey. First, learning about project management, getting maybe a project management certification, or doing a course in project management, just so that they are also able to understand the discipline and they can add value in that position as a project manager. Okay, finally, myth number 5. Project management is only applicable in big organizations or institutions. This is a myth. Project management can be applied in any industry. Management can also be used by entrepreneurs, for example. When you're starting a business, you need to come up with a plan on how you're going to go through the different processes. Be it maybe you registering your business, you coming up with your business plan, really understanding how you're going to provide your services or your products to the different audience, who this audience are, breaking down your product scope, ensuring that you have engaged maybe the necessary stakeholders that you need to work with for you to realize your goal of coming up with a business. You will definitely use project management processes, project management tools and techniques. You need to know how you're going to be working with your stakeholders, how you're going to go about recruiting the employees that you're going to work with in your company. You need to know also the different enterprise environmental factors that might affect your business, such as maybe what are the regulations, what are the laws saying about the kind of market that you want to penetrate. These are the things that you get to learn about in project management. That's entrepreneurs can also benefit. That's even if you are just to bring it at a personal level. Project management enables individuals to be critical thinkers. You are more likely to be organized. You are able to work or interact with different people. You are able to lead yourself as an individual, and also just to lead others. It enables you to become a good communicator. You can identify different risks. You can work in an environment that has like a diverse culture, and you are able to just execute your work professionally. Those were the 5 myths of project management. If you want to continue listening to this content, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment in this section below. Don't forget, your life is a project and you are the manager. Ciao for now.